Yes, fumble them. On a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you day. This na an impromptu program where I think say be necessary for make a come on, for make we get certain things clear. The country is a collective property. It's not the property of some people. It's not the property of an individual. It's a collective property belonging to the people who consider themselves as citizens of the place or the territorial area. Also, we get laws them where they govern everything. The world where they live, not a place where everybody they do elect, and it's not run by individual opinions. The world where they live, na a place where a collective agreement and they run the world. And one of the reasons that will make when they make laws. Laws are not meant to be a deterrent. Laws are meant to be a facilitating set of rules where you go follow. Say, okay, we be there agree, say, na so for do, na so for do, na so for do, na so for follow. They're not they make law because they want put people in a jail or because they want punish people. And they make laws for make we get rules them we go create and sustain order, it go create and sustain justice, it go create and sustain morals, it go create and sustain ethics in our society. If we get laws and then laws here we know they respect them, then let us not make laws. If we dey elect governments, then the governments no they respect the laws of the land, then they do by individual opinion, then we no need forget government. Let it be free for all. All man rule by your own way. Let's see how the world go. Now imagine if we not get rules for driving, all man the driver elect. If motor car go move. What he make they pull all them parable here? So the first thing this, what the Yeri say, then just they go about taking decisions about certain jobs and certain people them when they do certain jobs. We don't see the case of Lara Taylor Pierce. It don't go. Till now, we don't know what aid and tail from him. Then there's here a doctor for Pekin. That's an incident will happen in a workplace where he feels so bad about. He therefore come out in the public and make a statement on that. This lady named Geraldine George. Because the lady come public, now they don't replace him with an acting. One thing I get for make clear, and I not go see him with favor and fear. If we cannot stick to the laws that we have agreed on, do ya? Don't call people and let them assist we. If we cannot do that, we create a situation. We go lead salon to any crisis. Some of them people how they take them decisions here. Where they mark their name, and when that time reach, we will go all out for we let the account for creating a reckless situation will lead the country to crisis. We therefore left this reactive governance. What happen we take decision. They say prevention is better than cure. Friday, they make Sierra Leone 63 years. It's about the time we forget 63 years. We they complain about blackout. We they complain about lack of water supply. We they complain about hospitals not having equipment. We they complain about schools not being equipped. Are we really serious in Sierra Leone? Especially so when you consider, say, that's a place that is endowed with a very small population and so much mineral resources, so much agricultural potential. We get a fishing resource potential, forget $100 million annually, basic annual returns from fishing. But yet we don't have anything. Nothing is working in that country. Everybody feel complacent for make things like this they happen. Some of us are not. And nobody can stop me. I make I put my name full today, Mohammed Boy Jalo Jamboria. Nobody can stop me from talking. We know. Some of we know what's our country go during that 1991 to 2001. We know. Some of who get the marks then. This is a cut finger. It's not what we want again for Sierra Leone. If we don't want that, dialogue begin behave with self. Begin behave with self in Sierra Leone. Country belongs to everybody that is a citizen born of that country. It's not an exclusive property of a few people. Eric Book, one former president of Harvard University, may say, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. I remember 1979-80, as a young graduate, I begin teach. We been dey try for build a society who no say go get all the ingredients for make we progress. Then be there they go na the office with the talk. Abolagowi English. Then say Bailo Barry, say the nickel. We adopted that convention. We adopted that culture. They like today, when you talk to the Sierra Leonean, the first way they think of na money. And I don't take money, put them before everything. God made man, man made money. Today we are slaves of money in Sierra Leone. We dey forget say na intelligence dey create money. Na intelligence dey create cars wey dey fit for buy. Na intelligence dey create that private jet wey dey fit for buy. And knowledge comes from education. When they say education, not to pass you go formal school. That man dey na village. He dey learn what he get for learn about the environment and live there. So he's educated within his environment. We get people them where they make bridge with rope and teeth. Now the same suspension bridge where that European engineer they use concrete and steel for make. That man a village is educated enough to do that. So when they talk about education, don't not get a wrong say that Western education, na education. As a matter of fact, before education, Western education reached Sierra Leone or West Africa, there had been education, traditional education, then we get Arabic education. Today, we get the education there. So if you think education is expensive, if you think finding out, learning what you need to learn is expensive, sit down, relax, fold your hand and foot. Live in ignorance, then you will know what you mean for be ignorant. Now they see so, Masalon. Remember, And even they talk about people who get water was education. Honestly, with what is going on in Sierra Leone and the decisions made in certain high offices, I will not be afraid to say most of them people learning a water was education they get. It means they go through school, but the school not go through them. If they learn say footing and learn, they're not able to use them because they cannot practically apply what they have learned. Government runs on systems and institutions. One of the reasons that will make they make laws in the country. The law not only for the citizen, it's also for the government. Those who are elected, those who are appointed, then get for go by the rules then they for make sure say we maintain order and sanity in the society. But if because somebody say during an operation because of lack of electricity, this happened, I don't feel right about that. I wouldn't have that in my conscience. I would not have it in my mental health. For God's sake, when I say now for remove face other person, then who is making the law in Sierra Leone? And what kind of laws do we have in Sierra Leone? Now we go all over the place and shout, oh, Salad a member of Security Council. Yes, we are members of Security Council because not you na by turn. When you turn rich, you go there. And when you turn rich, you go there, you get to maintain the ethical presence. You get to maintain the ethical standards for sure say you deserve for the day. It's the time when we're a member of the Security Council of the United Nations system, we get somebody where they break the conventions of the International Labour Organization, when I specialize agency of the United Nations systems, then we are not worth being members of the Security Council. Because anytime you put a work or a discipline or a profession at risk, you create the elements for insecurity. Repeat them. Anytime when you take a decision, when it creates conditions for a work or a profession or a discipline for they at risk, then you don't create insecurity. So you defeat the purpose of you being a member of the United Nations Security Council. I don't get several programs now with my colleague Imran Toure, where they talk about reactive governance. Government should not be reactive. You know the wait letting be. You can't boom, 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 defend all kinds of solutions. Say this is not the solution. So they move the woman because she said what was professionally correct, backed by conventions where Sierra Leone don't sign and ratify. Then I wonder how will they think? And until we get to an ambassador in Geneva, Lansbury, we contact them. They ask advice on this issue. Because this is not the second time it be. They don't begin with la telopia. So man, some of you keep quiet because we'll not be one for be seen for be assuming that we know. But I'm talking today as a trade unionist and a professional trade unionist for that matter. And I want to listen carefully. All international laws and conventions where the parliament of any country ratify all international laws and conventions where a country sign and accede to, where they enforce the statutory instrument of the country. They don't expect you to apply it word for word, but you have to apply all the logical elements embodied in that law. Sierra Leone don't sign over 10 international labor organization conventions. From 1960s to now, we don't ratify over 10 of them. I will dwell on 4 of them 10 then day. But before I go to the 4, I lay the foundation. And the foundation where I lay them on 2 very key, one international law, the other on our constitution. The Human Rights Convention, as it was read in 1948 by Eleanor Roosevelt, the overall international law, they protect everything. And one of the things that convention they against, now discrimination or summary decisions against a worker, which is what has been done to Jeraldine George. Because she said something that is of national essence, because she said something that is of occupational relevance, then get for move them, then bring other person come. Whatever movements they make, we don't know. But the fact is, she is going to suffer discrimination, occupational discrimination, and at the same time, maybe she has been demoted. We mean say, again for loss, part of a enumeration. According to Convention 111, which was signed and ratified by Sierra Leone on the 14th of October 1966, we don't infringe on that lady's right. They repeat them. According to the Convention Against Discrimination in Employment and Occupation, Convention 111. And the Senam law, I read them. And I don't discriminate against that lady's rights. So, consider. Government business, not to like how I get kumande. We all man they pull close, go inside, go do it in and like no. Government get order, and we get for go by the order then they. And when you get for get clear, country belongs to every citizen, not a few. Nobody in Papa no die left Salongi, and we all Papa then die left Salongi. So don't begin behave yourself. The next thing we can do wrong by this decision is that the fact that light not there, somebody they doing job, which they put the person in mental stress. Mental stress they cause a deterioration in the mental health of the person. And if the person come and talk them, that means they under stress. The decision wouldn't take so. Now for add upon the stress of the lady. If that lady, anything happened to her of grave circumstances or whatever, the government is responsible. because the rights of the worker has to be protected. And when they protect the rights of the worker, they protect the physical, the mental, and the economic rights of the person. That make the ILO then get something and call it tripartite situation. Three, the employer, the employee, and the arbitrator. And for the meet regularly for the discourse, because nothing other way perfect. Every day challenges than day in life. Every day new things must happen. We go make people them get reason for complain or whatever. But constantly, if this tripartite body they meet, the employer, the employee organization, and the arbitrator, when normally now the Ministry of Labor in the country, then we able sit down, they discuss, say, hey, we got this problem here. How we manage solve them? We get this issue, how we manage solve them? But instead, we don't turn we country into one-man show. You see, at the part talk. I don't know to a home when our man get his head. You are elected as head. You are appointed to head the department, but it's not your property. It's everybody's property. That is why chapter 2 of we constitution very clear that sovereignty belongs to the people. And because Geraldine George been they do a job for the people, if he therefore suffer any occupational hazard, then we have infringed on chapter 2 of the constitution of Sierra Leone. Because it go against the sovereignty of the people. She was not doing a private job in a private hospital. She was not doing a private job for a relative. She was doing a job for a public person, somebody who owns the sovereignty of Sierra Leone, as all of the people of Sierra Leone do. It's because of that, una say, una they punish them, that una don't infringe on chapter 2 of the Constitution. Let una go back and review una decisions. The tripartite issue. On the 21st of January 1985, the Parliament of Sierra Leone being ratified the International Labour Convention 144, where prescribes say, then forget a rule now a country we don't ratify this convention, that then for they meet at agreed regular intervals for discuss industrial and occupational challenges. It is every workplace. Then for the meet, for make them know what are the challenges, what you need for pay attention to, how for pay attention to them. Not to pay for can't talk, make speech, all man clap. Not to show them they run country. Everybody forgetting duty for do. Buying your work now for listen and supervise. As a matter of fact, if a country they run properly, that part not get much for do. I forgot no more. Say how na they na how they go about your business. But this personalization of government, it cannot dey. Ministries them we go dey. If minister not dey, work not for do. That's not how a country is run. If that's how a country should be run, then we're not going to forget the structure. Also, every ministry get a technical department, an administrative department, and a financial department. They create that structure so that people are able to do their work. You minister, your job now for supervise. You chief medical officer, your job now for supervise. You chief agriculturalist, your job now for supervise. You chief education officer, your job now for supervise. We are beginning to ask, where is all this education? Why is all the education in Sierra Leone if we cannot understand these simple things? All being small, then we get one school na Patton Street area. What they call Hope Day School. Jonathan Jarrett will be in the SLBS. I think my mama being at that school. When they provoke the school, say Hope Day Kakabo kids. I think say a lot of wheat na salonti, then that's kind school they will go to go. Then Coco Taylor school where they go normal. You go sleep all day. Where time come, you say I don't pass. Yes, if people me the land, what's it for land? It's a simple issue. If that lady raise an issue, set an inquiry for no why light not the day. If sit down they get blackout, find out what in the issue. Again, in the first place, people go sit down so they pay plenty money to. We don't need them. The money than they pay to that ship no make it construct 2 or 3 mini hydro dams for every year. It's about the time what the war be end. GTZ give money to Sierra Leone, then do a research. CMAT, Andrew Kiley, then. About with a finding about the potentials of Sierra Leone for electricity and energy and water supply. Documents it they why not they see no look them and find a way we'll go actualize them. What is wrong with us in Sierra Leone? Yeah, now that may could have been dread some of we they become and I hear it through. Thank God we get it technology. Now we talk alone I hear it. Yes. We talk alone I hear it. Because like, this will be the same as Sierra Leone. I left boy and I'm out there talk about look at us today. Now, when person a small sick, pass then they come on social media, they come again for make contribution for care and go India. Why don't we build the hospitals in Sierra Leone? Why do we have to go to India? Are we thinking in Sierra Leone? Why can't we come together as a people and sit down for say, how we go make this place lay better for we? Instead, I'll tell the notion they say politics. This they cause this they affect this. Let God help on another country, honestly. Let God help on. Because one thing we're clear about Sierra Leone today, people pray, but they don't understand God. So now they do all the wrong things, thinking now they do all right. Things. Now they take and make issue, they punish innocent people because this not there with we, they for punish. Well, not all man go there with you. They talk, so not all man there with me. As a matter of fact, I want like why they talk to let people in Canada and tell me, say, boy, shut up. I go appreciate them. I'm not petty. I don't live with the psychology of blames. I'm not a victim. Because the psychology of victims, and they make with they behave like picking a Sierra Leone. Some people think it's not ego, it's psychology of victim. Some trauma at some point will be small. Every time if you say the victim, they grow. Why not live a whole life as a child? Some way, somehow, you get to let go of the past and go. Try govern Sierra Leone. Don't try and make Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone has a potential. Sierra Leone can be the richest country in Africa, if not the world. We have the only natural harbor in Africa. We always talk this. One coastal plain. We come out from Furicaria right down to Cape Mount in Liberia. You go inside 25 kilometers. That area alone can grow rice. We go up, export up to 1 million tons of rice per annum. But because of the way they think, everybody want cut further. Hello, puts them further down. Yeah. And when people and they talk what's incorrect, they would like to punish them for it. Where there is no truth, there will be no trust. And where there is no trust, there will be no progress. There will be suffering and hardship all the time. This noise zone they make MCC international community. If trust in a Sierra Leone, I say this today, the Almighty, if trust in a Sierra Leone, the Sierra Leonean diaspora, if we all agree, say, every year, we they invest $1,000 buying treasury bonds in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone will be accumulating more than $1 billion to use. We don't need IMF and World Bank or whatever. Trust nothing. Put him on it. Study. For make Sierra Leone build trust first. And for build trust, the petty issues there for stop. First step. Stop. But they trust nobody. But one thing we not know, that's then SLPP then a power. Then they do out and let. When them 10 come out, when them 10 done, then come out, and the same thing they repeat itself. So the hardship now they recycle. Because we know they think, we not want to build trust in the society. Now they go take them Congo 4 degree, then they pass with them. I have this, I have that. And put their education at Dongbo. So begin think. Common sense is not common. No. And common sense not to tell you to learn a book. You see Fatima can tell her she on her PhD in Nairobi. And she is right. Some things and Fatima they talk about politics, she make people and feel say no more. She's over rapping because she's not in duty. But she's not a stupid fool. When the people then begin to know that she is very intelligent. I want respect for that program. It's very intelligent. Get all the ingredients we person need for talk as an educated person. But she's very intelligent. And another thing I know, she understands people. She observes people. Some of them talk how they talk now because of some of una. But they go and do ratata. They give them party bad name. Don't try begin behave yourself in a salon, please. When I call Lansbury, na Geneva, let advise you now. In conventions, the world don't ratify. The tripartite consultation convention, Convention 114, the Convention on Discrimination, Convention 111. Then you get this other one way now, occupational safety. If somebody they work, the instrument way for work with, something wrong with them. Because light is part of the instrument for work. Then you don't go against the convention. And that convention, we be all ratified recently. Convention 187. We don't ratify on the 25th of August 2021. One of the most recent ratifications, in fact. So now part of we started to instrument them. And under this very government, not call Lansbury, when I call people them Nasalo na trade unionists them. Then I don't know if Emmanuel Fatoma did it. And call Alpha Timbo, they will let them advise you now. You know, left this nonsense now, but they struck people at will because they say what is right. If you want people to say what is right, where they do right, then do what is right. If Salon not get electricity, find a way to produce electricity. You can't just say, if you want electricity, contact me. I will show you methods where you go use for make we get electricity in the next 5 years. All the facility, all the potentials are there. But because people are not they think for Sierra Leone. They are not they think for Sierra Leone. It's all about their pocket and their clubs. We're not fit for this party. That's what you commonly hear Sierra Leoneans say. You'll never hear Sierra Leoneans talk about we don't fit for Sierra Leone. We don't fit for this party. We don't fit for this district. If we not recognize Sierra Leone exists to sell the country, but don't shape the money. The all man in districts and in party. Don't see if that go better anybody. This thing is getting out of hand. And it has to stop. It has to stop. Some of us will not sit here to see that continue. Because if we do that, we will die very unhappy souls. We they ask ourselves, what you can pass now this world for? To assist rubbish? And our religion, on the worship say, God said, we make man let take dominion over the earth. It depend the Bible, it depend the Quran. Dominion don't mean say for use muscle for faith. But if we do a thing to make the world be a better place. If you do a thing for make after you don't go, then say, oh, somebody been passed here. So oh say motoka, then they remember you. But me they talk to me, great grandpa been get houses, he been get properties. Then get town where they so then get big area there on a Jalo Jamboria place. From Beirut, from PCMH down to Savage Square, Lower Savage Square, and I been get the British then say, okay, one year, now you then get am Tenga town. Fulaton. And then been get there as well. When they already settle people, now they move, then say, okay, now we can down near the wharf. The condition they agree on, okay, if una they can't take care, we forget a school where they teach Islamic studies. That was how Amaraya School came about. Cheddar pine property we left for the live on. No. So him. But he left things that I can be proud of. One of the things we're proud of is he taught himself English and French. He worked as interpreter for the British. He worked as interpreter for French company. He wrote articles on Sierra Leone study. One of them, like part of chapter 4 of the book written by Christopher Five, Sierra Leone Inheritance. It's there. It's there, chapter 4. This is what we are here for. Do something that will live after you. See, Baku people, and I mean, all the million, all them die, all things scatter. Is that the path we want to continue without building systems and institutions? No, no, don't try seriousness, Alombo. I beg, please, for the sake of posterity, don't try serious. No left that arbitrary decision making, yeah. No left for the put opinion before informed decisions. Because this one thing that is disturbing us today. Everybody has an opinion. I'm confused on social media. The most confused set of people on the social media are Sierra Leoneans. Everybody they talk. But when you read what's in and they write, they see much sense for them. Because they just pop out of right. Maybe not the war, the trauma. We need for the traumatized smallness alone. Last thing I go say, we get a Ministry of Labor. One of the key duties of a Ministry of Labor, and forget a technical team where they go all over the place for make sure say work occupational and industrial safety is maintained according to certain standards established and approved. In 1961, on the 15th of January, Sierra Leone ratified the Labor Inspections Convention. That is, place like hospital, place like schools, industries, then for the go, the labor inspectors for the go, they for make sure, see, the environment conducive for the work with and the do they. Because we don't lost we way, all lentin they not they work in the country. Then why did we ratify them? Because if we would ratify them, part of we laws. I like we change 50 constitution. As long as the convention they enforce, it's part of the statutory instruments of the country. Now, one wanna check and prove me wrong. Find out and prove me wrong. They cannot just come and talk, or even social media, are not just go and write. Anything they talk about, I must check before I come, because it will be an injustice to intellectualism for make I just call it talk. Not impossible. Find out some of these things I've said. Paul Lansbury in Geneva, he's working with the ILO, because see, now them being ratified the recent, now them being get the meeting for the recent conventions, yeah, will ratify. And I talk to them. All experienced trade unionists, they want to talk to them. And want to try do the right thing. Please, for the sake of Sierra Leone, for the sake of posterity, and I try. Let we all try. If we need some of who help, we they give no. It's not about party. It's about Sierra Leone. If we need help, we they give no. I'm not in hiding. If I was in hiding, I wouldn't sit here talking as I'm talking. Now, I'm not looking for praises, personal gains. I'm looking for a peaceful place that I'll call my motherland or my fatherland or my home. I intend for take this thing, but I want let the government do a thorough and informed and systematic review of then decisions here they don't make of late, especially that of Lara Taylor Pierce and this lady when they try for victimize. Government, not a secret society. All man business. So now try. Now make Sierra Leone a place where will be convenient for everybody. Now make Sierra Leone a place where everybody will be proud of. Now make Sierra Leone a place where Pekin and go left for work and a desert can cross boat for can do slave labor na Europe. Now make Sierra Leone a place where Pekin and no go sit down for they take drug and destroy themselves. We get a young population in Sierra Leone. In fast track the development of the country by giving those people the needed industry and technical skills them we go attract investment. That's what attracts investors. Labor. Labor, the quality of labor. Now they determine, or now one of the things that they determine how fast the country they develop. So you diamond and you gold we get. Diamond and gold, any Jack and Tom can digger are grown. But our labor, where they make this iPhone, you need certain skills. That labor, where they make motorcar, you need certain skills. That labor, where go manufacture, amateur, and manufacture other things. You're able to build an hydroelectric dam on your own, you know, import nothing. You need certain skills. And we get a young population, we're active and we're eager for knowledge. We have to teach them all in English. There's a United Nations Convention on the use of mother tongue. You guys come, let me advise you. Come, please, for the sake of Sierra Leone. Let's do what we have to do to make Sierra Leone a better place. And for those of you in government, I would advise Leona to take time every day, if not 1 or 2 hours, read something, learn something new. The internet is there. Every bit of information there on the internet. The internet is now a university. You can learn anything you want to learn. But instead, when they spend the whole day on WhatsApp and other social media handles, they cause effect. And I left her lucky. I left. In this life, you are as you think and you become as you think. And I Lord begin think positive. Lord begin make Sierra Leone. And the only way we go make them that for think positive, do positive things, bring inclusiveness, trust each other, then una go see how innovation they explode in that place. Everybody go they dance every day. Because everything go there. But if una say how una this una so una want go, I find for una. I find for una. Some of you go talk, then say you can take the horse to the pool, but you cannot force it to drink. We go talk, we go advise. It's in for una. Usasi don't so, I don't make peace with that. Because anybody who don't pass 65, they go up, you can die any moment. If I dey talk now, for satisfy my conscience, satisfy God, and for help my country. If una no yeri, you fine for una. If una yeri, you fine for una. Yes. Una left. Una left. Una no go sit down no more time pass una defend ala. Yeah? One day ala go meet una own, I'll go regret am. Only two person you want na this one, now they get. You want good, good they can. You want bad, bad they can. So una left. Una left hypocrisy. Una left deception. Una left lies. We don't need all that. We're able to make Sierra Leone a better place if we put trust before. So actually, stop so far for tonight. Let God keep well. And I think say Friday, we go count the Independence Talk.